Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the teaser trailer that came out for the new Wednesday Addams series on Netflix. If you haven't seen it already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But I have not really kept up with what the show was going to be about. I knew in general it was going to be about Wednesday. I'm also curious, is the show just called Wednesday or is it called Wednesday Addams? Because the title to the actual video itself says Wednesday Addams for it, but in the video, like, the title just says Wednesday, so I don't know. They might have added an Addams part because that probably would have been a little confusing, because at the time you're recording this, when the trailer came out, it is Wednesday, so maybe that would have been a little confusing. Either way, putting all that aside, it seems really interesting. Basically, Wednesday gets kicked out of the school. Apparently, she gets kicked out of many schools, and this was kind of the last straw. I was actually quite surprised how bloody it was. Just because I was like, all right, with the piranhas and everything, I'm like, okay, so like, how are we going to get bloody at all? And then there was blood. I was like, oh, interesting. I think sometimes in my head, I forget how far a TV-14 can go. I think we all kind of underestimate how far like a TV-14 or even a PG-13 can go, you know, i.e. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But I don't know if this show is just going to be straight up MA mature, because it does seem like there, at least from the teaser trailer, there does seem to be some bloody spots. Like, oh, like we can expect some probably like bloody death and mayhem. Maybe I don't fully know. Maybe that news is already out there, but just I wasn't expecting it to be as bloody as it is, even from the little bit we got. But basically Wednesday gets shipped off to like a specific academy, and you know, I think it's almost probably like you could draw parallels to like the Addams Family Values movie when her and Pugsley are like at the that, isn't it like a camp or a summer camp or something that they're at? I think we can kind of like, you can infer a little bit from that and kind of apply it here, and just like, oh yeah, she's gonna be like wrecking shop at this school, probably filled with like, oh, finding a place where it seems like she's the oddball, but maybe in actuality everyone else are oddballs too, that it is a weird place as well. Or, you know, maybe it's gonna be exactly like the Family Values movie, and just gonna be like, yeah, just her like running a place and just causing chaos. Or maybe some of the people like her thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be such an outsider, but actually finding an interesting place to fit in and finally just fully be herself. Because it does seem like she's causing some turmoil and some death, once again, some destruction. I mean, who knows about death, but definitely some flames, some blood, and destruction all around. But who knows if how the academy or whatever will respond to that. I am curious, are we going to get bits of the other family as well? I mean, because obviously we see Gomez and Morticia, we see Thing, we see, I think, Pugsley from like behind. That's also because he's the reason why she did the whole like piranha thing in the beginning. It's like, oh, no one tortures my brother but me, that's my job. So, but like I said, we see like the Thing, so are we going to get like Uncle Fester and Uncle It? Like, are they going to make appearances and stuff like that? Maybe, I mean, because the entire show is mainly about her, but it could be they could make pop-ins here and there throughout. I'm really curious to see how they handle that. Once again, this is stuff that's out there that's probably like known, but I'm just throwing these out here rhetorically. You know, we'll get an answer once the show actually comes out. But I mean, I'm really interested in it. Like, the Addams Family isn't a property I'm well versed in. I've never seen the most recent like 2 animated movies, and I've not seen the 90s movies of like Angelica Houston and Christina Ricci. I've not seen those in years. Like, I haven't seen those since I was probably a kid, so I'm not like well versed in everything. I legitimately had to look up Uncle It, because I remember Thing, but I could never remember. I was like, oh yeah, there's like the hairy creature who speaks differently. Isn't there also a Frankenstein? Or am I thinking of the monster? I might be thinking of the monsters, but like, isn't there like the butler, right? Isn't the butler like a kind of like a Frankenstein's monster type of design? It seemed really interesting for what we saw. So I like the aesthetic. I like what we've seen of the cast. Seems really interesting too. It was like, I was like, is that Jenna Ortega? Super it. Luis Guzman as Gomez, and I think that was Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. Either way, obviously these are just some of my thoughts about it. I'd love to get to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited for the show? What did you think about the teaser trailer? I probably won't watch an official trailer because I probably don't want to know too much. I just probably wait for the actual show to come out, because this was enough for me to be like, oh, I'm actually really interested. In general, like I said, just let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. But really, that's all I want to talk about. Until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.